Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Hearthstone. The first video of 2018 is going to be returning to Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. So I've loved this game for a very long time, but I've kind of fallen out of love with it to an extent. Back in the day, I played it all the time and made a ton of videos, but over the course of the past couple of years, I've started to play the game less and less. And it came down to the point where with this new expansion, I didn't even pre-order. For the very first time, I did not pre-order the expansion because I felt as though I really wasn't getting my money's worth with it. Every single time a new expansion would come out, I would drop the $50 to get my 50 packs, and I would get a bunch of cards. I'd play around the expansion for a couple of days, but then I would kind of just fall back out of playing the game again until eventually I would wait for a new expansion to come out, right? So this time around, I decided to not pre-order the expansion Kobolds and Catacombs. And as a result, I barely have any cards whatsoever, but that's okay because this expansion brought with it, I believe, 130 some odd cards, but it also, and more importantly in my opinion, added a solo adventure called the Dungeon Run. Now the Dungeon Run, to my understanding, I've done like the first boss already just to get an idea of what actually goes on. To my understanding, it's a solo PvE adventure. You do not build your own deck. A deck is kind of built for you, and your goal is to go through 8 bosses that are going to get increasingly difficult the further on you actually go. The goal is to beat the entire dungeon with all the classes in the entire game, and if you do that, you get a special card back, kind of similar to the old adventures we had back in the day where you'd have the heroic bosses, and for beating all the heroic bosses, you would get a special card back. Same idea, but you have to beat the entire dungeon with each character in the entire game, essentially. And for doing it with one class, I think you get a crown or something like that. I really have no idea, but within the twisting tunnels of the Kobold Empire await treasures beyond imagining. Choose your class and delve into the ever-shifting dungeon. I am excited for this. So the first class I'm going to be running, I called it a character earlier. It's been a while since I played this game. The first class I'm going to be running is going to be the Warrior. It's my favorite. Anyone that's watched me play Hearthstone before, you guys know I love the Warrior. My second favorite's the Paladin. Third favorite's the Warlock. Then probably the Hunter. Then probably Rogue. Then Priest. Then Shaman. Then Mage. Then Druid. That's probably how I'd rate the Hearthstone characters in this game. What do you guys think? What is your favorite? Give me your top 3 down in the comments. Give me your top 3 heroes to actually play. For me, Warrior, Paladin, Warlock every single time. All right, we're going to start things off here with the Warrior, old Garrosh Hellscream. And hopefully, I don't embarrass myself too much here in this video because it's been a while since I played Hearthstone. But I imagine the first boss is going to be pretty easy, and it's going to get harder and harder and harder as we go. Okay, Dread Corsair, a Fiery Wind Axe, and a Brawl. I don't really want any of these. I'll keep the Wind... No, actually, we'll keep the Dread Corsair, because if I can get the Wind Axe out in turn 3, then... Actually, I'd probably have to wait to turn 4 to kind of do it all properly, I guess. Either way, we'll keep those 2. We'll drop Brawl. It's been so long since I played this game. Hope I don't embarrass myself. I wonder... if I was better at Hearthstone, if I would have played it more. Because I think one of the reasons why I kind of stopped playing more and more over the course of the past couple of years, I think I've kind of like reached my peak almost in terms of like player skill. And that's not to say I'm so good at the game I'm never gonna get any better. No, the best I've ever gotten in this game I think was like rank 10 or something like that. It's a game where I think you constantly have to evolve the meta. You just have to really, you have to try really hard to become good at this game, I feel like, and I've never been able to make it past rank 10. And I feel like I would have to put in a ridiculous amount of time for someone like me to get better at the game to the point where I could get past that. But then again, just playing the game in general is fun. That's why typically every single time a new expansion were to come out, I would go ahead and pre-order that expansion because it was always fun for me just to have the new cards, especially if it had a cool theme. The last expansion was Knights of the Frozen Throne. I loved that theme. The idea of the Death Knights coming to the game, all the Death Knight themed cards, the Ice Crown Citadel themes, loved all of it, right? So I did play quite a bit when that first came out as well. All right, so now we can drop the Dread Corsair and one other card. But I want to bash. Can I win right now? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're always 1 mana off. Wait, or am I? No, we're still 1 damage off, I think. Yeah, we can do 9 damage burst right now, but unfortunately that's it. I think, yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna drop this. And then I guess also do this. And just do it that way. And assuming, of course, he doesn't actually have a taunt card, I can just kill him with the Heroic Strike next turn. I knew the first boss would be pretty easy. Hit me with the silence. Alright. I remember back when the Iron Beak Owl was relevant, people used him all the time. Then they nerfed him, and now no one uses him ever. All right. Well, Gigerino, sir. Heroic Strike. RIP, by the way, Heroic Strike, an actual WoW. Actually, it's Heroic Strike. I think Protection Warriors might still have it. I don't even remember. A lot of abilities eventually get phased out of World of Warcraft. It's weird. Like, you have this game where you can start playing it, 12 plus years ago, whenever WoW came out, and certain abilities that were like core to a class 12 years ago, sometimes have been completely phased out of the entire game, 12 years later. It's insane. And some of those old abilities are present here in Hearthstone, which is actually pretty awesome. But the first boss, as I imagined, was going to be pretty easy. Okay, so we start off with the 10 cards, and then after being the first boss, we get to pick a treasure. It's a passive, double your starting health. At the start of the game, draw 2 cards, or enemy minions cost 1 more. The Glyph of Warding actually seems kind of good because a lot of the warrior stuff takes a second to actually get going. But then again, yeah, I got some lower cost guys in here. Double my starting health, or draw 2 cards. We're going to go double the starting health. Being a warrior, I feel like that's actually going to help. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so now we get to pick some more cards. So I can take Gromosh, a Bloodhoof Brave, and Inner Rage. I love all of those cards. Those are all like staples of most of my warrior decks. I could choose Charge, Devilsaur. Can't attack heroes this turn. And Argent Commander, Double Argent. I don't like that one at all. And then Hoarding Dragon. Give your opponent 2 coins. Yeah, really. Okay, so I think we're going to take the Berserker, because it's pretty similar to decks I actually like to put together. Second boss here is Candlebeard. This Kobold Pirate's favorite move is Charge. Okay. Hero Power. Give a minion charge for 1. Okay. Well, this should be interesting, I guess, but this is it's a pretty similar deck to what I already like to put together in actual like ranked standard matches. I like the Bloodhoof Brave. That's one of my favorite cards in the game. Dread Corsair is pretty good. So we've got a decent amount of taunt in here. Okay, so I only have like 15 cards in my deck anyway, so Bloodhoof Brave will come back soon enough. I think what I really want to do right now is try and get my weapon so I can get the Dread Corsair involved quickly. Okay, we got the Taskmaster in case he puts out something scary early on. Hey, 40 health. I'll take that. That's awesome, actually. All right, there's Heroic Strike. Unfortunately, we can't actually do anything right now. Ooh. Okay. Little poisonous snake, which makes me afraid to put anything on the board, except for the Cruel Taskmaster. I love this card. I love the Cruel Taskmaster. It's so good. I'm happy it's a classic card, so it'll never be phased out of standard. Cut Purse. Whenever this minion attacks a hero, add a coin? Yeah, add a coin to your hand. Okay, so we can put out the Warbot. We could put out a Taunt. Taunt and trade? So we could Taunt and trade, or we could Heroic Strike, just to get rid of that, and then get a Warbot. I think we do it that way, just because I feel like having more things on the board is going to be better. I'm trying to even though we're in the early stages of the dungeon itself, I'm trying to like make the best decisions I can, and try to get back into Hearthstone and get back into the mindset. It's been so long. Like, literally, it's been probably 3 months or so since I played this game. Like, I'm ranked 25 now. Like, they dropped me back all the way. I missed out on the past couple of card backs and everything. This is actually pretty perfect. So Fiery Wind Axe, we can now put out the Dread Corsair. We can kill that thing off. And, well, I think it's safe to say this one's already pretty much wrapped up. I can't wait to get to the harder. Ooh, the Paladin Shredder. That card was so broken. That was like by far above and beyond the best 4-drop added to the game, I think. Maybe there's been some better 4-drops added since then, but for the time anyway, Paladin Shredder was added to like pretty much every deck in the entire game. Well, that is 6. No, that's not Gigerino as of right now, actually. Unfortunately, we are 1 damage off of lethal. Well, we can put out. Let's put out another taunt card. Attack his face. He's not gonna be able to do anything to us really anyway. I haven't messed around with this board yet. Okay, that lights up. I hate that card. I hate that card. That card is so strong at times. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Oh, no! That is why Paladin Shredder is the freaking best 4-drop in the entire game. So summons a random 2-drop minion. He happened to get a 2/6 with taunt. Are you kidding me? All right, well, here's the question. Do we put our faith in the heart of the cards? Do I brawl here? I think I do. I'm going to win eventually. It's all a matter of whether or not I'm eventually going to draw a Grommash and win. So, all right. Well, we didn't win that the way I hoped, but we got rid of the big taunt. A Magma Rager. That card's too freaking bad. Okay, never mind. It's actually pretty good now. All right, yeah. It's actually pretty good when you give it charge. Inner Rage. That doesn't actually help me out at all right now. Deal 1 damage, give a +2 attack. There's really no sense in doing that right now anyway. I have 3 cards left in my deck. Grommash is one of them, so we're kind of just waiting for Grommash to come out for me to actually be able to do anything. Paladin Sky Golem. With charge! Alright, Grommash, if you could hurry up and not be the last card in my deck. Alright, Bash works too. That's frustrating that Grommash would be like the final card in the deck. One of the things that really annoyed me about the Knights of the Frozen Throne expansion, which I thought was fun, by the way, was I would play the Paladin. I had the Death Knight Uther, which is a really good card, but it had this problem where, for some reason, I had this giant string of bad luck to the point where it would always be, without fail, in the bottom 3 cards of my deck every single game. Without fail. And the probability of that actually happening that many times in a row was ridiculous. But it happened to me a ton, which made it very frustrating. Okay, so we get to pick some more cards here. Lots of really expensive cards. Oh, man, that's a scary card, honestly. Taunt cannot be targeted by spells and hero powers. Actually, they give us 2 of them, but they're 2 different 9-drops, which really slows me down. Primordial Drake. Doesn't seem all that bad. Another Primordial Drake, a Dragon Hatcher at the end of your turn. Recruit the Dragon. Sleepy Dragon, 4/12 for 9. Man, these are expensive cards. Summon 1 5/5 Mithril Golem. And equip a weapon to upgrade. Seems pretty good. Tentacle for arms. I really don't like that weapon whatsoever. And another Fiery War Axe. This seems like the better option for how I want to play this. I'm not really looking to have a super control deck, which is what these 2 options here kind of offer. So more weapons I think would be pretty good. And this card seems interesting. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to do. I don't know what the 5/5 Mithril Golem actually does. And you also get to equip a weapon apparently. So we'll take that one. I hope it's good. All right, Frost Fur. Okay, these Furbog Warrens feel unnaturally cold. Well, they look undead to me. Notice the glowing eyes. All right. I'm excited. The deck kind of evolves as you go. I hope, I can't be sure, but I hope that every time you play a different hero, you have different options to choose in terms of putting your deck together. That would really make it interesting. Well, there's 2 of our weapons right away. I really don't care for the Tentacle for arms, so... we're going to drop that. All right, we have our combo right away and a Warbot for turn 1. I like the Warbot. Now, you have to forgive me. I can't remember the actual... we would get that card back. The actual name of the card, but there is a 1/3 card that came out with Knights of the Frozen Throne that would basically like damage anyone else you put out there. And it was so good for enraged decks. It was ridiculous. I love that card. All right, so we're not actually going to kill any... actually, I should have read this first. Freeze a minion. Okay. But now I have a 4/2 on the board already, so that's going to help. But being able to freeze a minion seems scary. And if they go with Furbog lore, he's probably going to have some Shaman cards involved, which are going to make freezing actually more of a factor than normal. Okay, I put this out. I'm just going to basically keep attacking face here, pretty much. All right, Wolf Rider probably going to kill off the 4/2. Yeah, it makes sense. I want to see what he says. That's cold. Anything else? Yeah, I figured that she, I assume he, would only have one of them. Okay, I put out the Corsair and put out this. I mean, this is really no issue whatsoever. I imagine it's going to get even tougher once you get down towards the end. But these first couple bosses, really, really aren't all that hard, especially with the deck they're giving me. I want to play the Mithril Spellstone, but I think we're going to win before then. Yeah, we're definitely going to win before then. We win this turn. Well, that was something. That was easier than the first two bosses, I think. I had a really good curve, and he didn't have any minions to put out for some reason. He just had a deck full of cards, not playing anything. It's weird. All right, what happens now? Choose a treasure. Orb of Destruction. I want to call it Domination, because I read this and that together, and destroy 2 of your opponent's mana crystals, and they discard 2 cards. So that's a card I can actually play, which actually seems all right. That seems actually pretty scary. Take control of an enemy minion and add it to your dungeon deck. Every time I do that, it gets added to the deck? Really? That seems like it could be good or bad. Like, there's going to be a situation where I'm going to want to control one of his cards, but maybe I'm not going to want that card to permanently be in my deck. But at the same time, it's a 2-mana mind control. And the final one is Shifting Hourglass. Take an extra turn. Costs 1 less for each boss you've defeated this run. So it's only a 4. So it only costs 4, and I basically get to take an extra turn, like the mage, like that one mage legendary, the quest card. Orb of Destruction honestly seems, I mean, having an extra card or an extra turn seems really good, but I'm not really all about combos or anything like that. It would allow me to attack with an extra weapon. It would allow me to potentially put out Gromosh towards the end. It would allow me to put more cards on the board. I just don't see it being that helpful, but destroying 2 mana crystals and making them discard 2 cards seems good. The only reason I don't want to take Amulet of Domination is because whatever card I take from them is permanently in my deck, which is going to change up how my deck's going to play, right? So we're taking the destruction, I think. All right, then we got some more cards here. Berserker, another Bloodhoof Brave, a Grim Patron, and another Inner Rage. Guild Recruiter. A lot of these are newer cards I haven't seen before, so I actually have to take time to read them. 2/4 for 5. Recruit a minion that costs 4 less. Seems kind of decent, right? But I'm not even sure what recruiting is. Death Rattle Recruit, an 8-cost minion. All right. And, ooh, the legendary card for the warrior. At the end of your turn, summon a random minion with cost equal to your armor up to 10. That's more of a... It's more of a slow control style of a card, right? And then weapons, we get Gorehowl, Furnace Fire, Colossus, and then the Orgrimmar Aspirant. Well, I honestly think the Berserker one seems like the best. Another Bloodhoof Brave, which is a great card, another way to enrage my minions, and a Grim Patron. We don't have like many ways to actually trigger the Patron, but that seems like a decent way to go about things with how I'm putting together this deck here. All right, so Wump Whisker, a Kobold Berserker who never fights alone. Okay. Fair enough. What's cool about this is if I fail this dungeon, which I imagine... Actually, I don't know. If I lose, do I have to go back a boss, or is the entire run done? I have no idea. But if I fail the dungeon for one way or another, one reason or another, I can go with the warrior again and pick different cards next time around. Instead of going for like an enraged aggro style deck, I can go for more of a controlled laid back style. You know, there's lots you can do with this. I like this a lot. We'll drop all these. I think I'll keep the bash. No, we'll drop the bash even. I don't know what that hero power is. We'll have to see. I'm hoping to get some better early game than what we had there. There it is, the old war bot. That's what I was hoping for. All right, what's this ability? So double my health, 60 health to start. I love that. Okay, so hero power, both players recruit a minion. Well, I'm about to learn what recruiting is. It's a new mechanic added just for this expansion, but I don't know what it does. All right, so you can't use it just yet. Okay, so do I save the Inner Rage, or do I Inner Rage my Warbot right now? I think we Inner Rage the Warbot right now, honestly. I mean, having a 4/2 on the board right now, and then armoring up with my already 60 health, that seems terrifying, right? All right, so we're about to... Oh! So Recruit just throws a person from your deck onto the field. And when it says to recruit an 8-cost minion, you have to actually have an 8-cost minion. Okay. Well, I'm pretty glad I buffed him up. But then again, oh no, whenever it takes damage, and I can't destroy it in one hit. That's actually horrifying. Are you serious? He got Rot Gut on the... This is terrible. So, to be able to deal with this... Actually, guys, Might it actually be better, instead of killing him, which is going to put 2 random legendary minions on his board and leave me with leave me with a 4-2. Instead, I could put out a taunt and just pretend it doesn't exist. That's terrifying, man. That's a scary card for him to get so early. All right, who are we recruiting here? Bloodhoof Brave, thank you. Another taunt card. All right, so now we can slowly but surely deal with his legendaries. Who did he get? He got, like, the worst one he could have gotten. Boulevard 4 Dragon. That is so bad. Okay. We don't have to worry about him. So now, kill him. Oh, it's only when he survives damage. Wow, yeah, I should have known that. Okay, so no harm, no foul, really. What's this card do? Death Rattle, recruit an 8-cost minion. So let's leave that card alive, shall we? And get out another Bloodhoof Brave, I think. Do I hit him once just to enrage it? See, if I enrage him, that gives him +1 attack and Wind Fury. So I think we enrage him. And then I don't want to kill the other card. Do I kill him? I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to leave that little card alive right now, because when she recruits an 8-cost minion, I want to make it so that 8-cost minion isn't ready to go that turn, you know? Okay, yeah. Okay, big, yeah. I'm glad I did it in that order. Okay, can I win right now? Let's see. Yeah, I can. Okay, easy enough. Dun-dun. 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 And the old Warbot for the win. All right, well, that was pretty scary getting Rotface out there immediately. But all right, we end up finding a way around it. This is a pretty good deck we have together here, I think. All right, more cards. Ooh, Sneed's Old Shredder. I've always liked that card, but never actually was as good as I wanted it to be. Gruul at the start of your turn, gain +1/+1. That was one of my favorite boss fights. I didn't play when Gruul was a boss in the Burning Crusade, but I did play WoW in Warlords of Draenor, and Gruul was the first? Yeah, he's pretty much the first actual boss in Blackrock Foundry, which was an awesome raid. But at start of your turn, gain +1/+1. And then, at least the Trailblazer. Shuffle a sealed Ungoro pack. Yeah, that seems like a pretty decent card, honestly. Shield Slam, Armor Smith, and for each enemy minion, gain 2 armor. Wow, I like these cards a lot, honestly. I think they would honestly like round out my deck pretty well. Then we have Blackwing Technician, Bookworm, and Rathian. Draw a card so you draw one that isn't a dragon. Well, that'd be like 1 card, pretty much, for me. Bookworm is pretty decent, and the Technician's pretty good, but I don't have any dragons, so that's pretty much gone. No sense even worrying about that. These cards here just seem like they'd make my deck even better, so we're going to take the armor, honestly. All right. Russell the Bard. Okay, so his tunes are catchy. Okay, I can see his hero power right now. Gain control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack. All right, well, this guy's going to make it difficult. A lot of my minions have 2 or less attack. But he can only do it, and it costs him 2 mana, so he can only do it starting on turn 2 and stuff. So we kind of have to play around that a little bit. The Warbot, if I can enrage the Warbot right away, we don't have to worry about it. But, so my other cards, we're going to have to be scared. We're going to have to mess around with it a little bit, I think. But then again, how many 2 or less attack guys do I really have now I think about it? Oh, I like how he plays his little loot. That's cool. Okay, so we're keeping... We'll keep him. But then again, he's probably just going to mind control him. So maybe we save the Dry Whisker armor for later on. Yeah, we'll get rid of him and him. We'll keep the Hired Gun. Let's see what else we get here. Bloodhoof Brave and Orb of Destruction. All right. 70 health. I notice my health's going up each and every time, so that has me kind of worried for like the final bosses. Or the last bosses of the dungeon gonna have like 100 health or something? All right, we got our Dry Whisker back. Swashbuckler, that's no fair. I like that card back, by the way. All right, Dread Corsair. I don't even want to put him out there. He's gonna give me 2 armor, then he's gonna mind control him. So we're just gonna armor up. We're gonna save him for later on. He's kind of useless against this guy, I think. Okay. His hero power is making it so I don't really have a ton of tempo. I have to wait, you know, to really get anything going. I wonder if he's going to have any cards in his deck that will lower my attack to allow him to actually alluring tune me. All right, the old Perdition's Blade here. Hurt quite a bit. Hey, Gromosh, finally making an appearance, bud. All right, let's see you get past the Bloodhoof Brave. Oh, I forgot. That was so stupid. For some reason in my mind, I automatically think of the Bloodhoof Brave as pretty much a 5/6. Oh no. I may have sealed my own doom. All right. But I have so many cards in this deck that I think we're going to be able to deal with this. It'll be okay, I think. So, do I make him discard 2 cards right now and lose some mana crystals? I think we do. All right, he got rid of Barnes. There we go. It's actually going to be super helpful. He can mind control Dry Whisker here, but I would get a bunch of armor out of it. I'd get 8 armor, then he'd mind control it, then he would just take back most of that armor. Okay. Well, I think what we do here is we're kind of waiting for me to get my Brawl back to fix my own mistake of giving him the Bloodhoof Brave Rogue Secret. All right. It's a little scary. It's a little scary, but we've still got answers here. And a lot of health, so. Tentacles for Arms. Do I really want to rock that? I guess I can. Now allow me to attack this. And now we can kill that next turn. Counterfeit Coin. Stampeding Kodo. What's kind of pointless. I'm glad I didn't get the Dread Corsair out last turn. Okay, Fiery Wind Axe. So, what all can we do here? What would be the best option? There aren't really a ton of great options here. Well, actually, I don't understand this text here. Equip a weapon to upgrade. So, when I summon my 2 5/5 Mithril Golems, do I also get another weapon? Or do I have to have a weapon out to upgrade? Right? We're about to find out. I honestly don't know. Equip a weapon to upgrade. Oh! I wonder if again, I've not played this expansion at all so far. I told you guys this would be terrible. I wonder if while that's in my hand, if I equip a weapon, if that would then give me more Mithril Golems. I'll bet you that's what it actually was. That actually seems like a pretty awesome card, honestly. But yeah, if I would have equipped, for example, like a Fiery War Axe or something right there, I probably would have gotten more of them. Destroy 1 enemy minion. Wait. All right, they're slowly but surely whittling me down here, but that's okay, because we're about to get rid of the Bloodhoof Brave, which will make life so easy. Okay, so let's see here. We can put out Tentacles for Arms, which will then drop him down to 2, which will mean I can actually play him. But that'll be the only thing I could do. Or I can put out the Wind Axe, then put 1 more mana, put out that. That'll leave me with 4 mana, which would allow me to put out the Raging Worgen. There's really not a ton of great answers right now, honestly. Well, actually, this is what I think is the best option for me right now. We put out Grim Patron, put out the Fiery War Axe, and then we hit that down. Now he has 2 1/1s. He's going to be too afraid. Oh, you would have... Oh, Stampeding Code doesn't do anything. Never mind. All right, so now we can make more Grim Patrons. And maybe if I draw an Inner Rage... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. Now, what could that Rogue Secret even be? I don't even know. I have no idea what that could potentially be. Okay, so we put out Armorsmith. Then we put out Dread Corsair. Just trying to think the best way to do this. Should I put out... Is it a random? And okay, so he gets to choose which one he takes. Okay, so we'll put out a couple of ones then. Just give me some armor here. Heck, I'm not even afraid. We're gonna play out our hand here. We still got even more cards to play later on. So this guy's gonna go ahead and hit that, which is gonna give us a Grim Patron, and of course actually give us a little bit of armor. And then I think we actually hit this instead of hitting him, because now if he wants to get rid of my taunt, he's gonna have to sacrifice himself. I'm trying to make up for that terrible play earlier. I can't believe I freaking did that. Okay, yeah, I figured he'd take the Armor Smith. That's okay. Ah, the Annoyatron. Now it's not okay. You would hit the Grim Patron with that. It's actually incredible. That's actually incredible. All right, he's getting a little bit of armor here, but I'm not... Oh, I thought he was going to hit the Grim Patron. That would have been so good. Okay. Well, now we can make even more patrons. Okay, so we can make... Okay, there's a lot of ways we can actually go about this. So... Oh, man, what would be the best way to do this? So Raging Worgen can hit him once, get Wind Fury, hit him again, and kill him. Then we can have this patron hit him to make another patron. That patron hit him, make another patron. That patron hit him, make another patron. Basically, we can clear off his entire board. Is that the best way to go about it, though? I mean, I guess in the long term, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that really matters is this patron needs to hit him. All right, so he's getting armor here. So I guess the next best thing, instead of killing that first, would be to get rid of this. All right. That is a really stupid... I thought that was going to be good. Ooh, Blood Razor. No! Actually, it's okay. Oh, no, because because the board was pretty much full when these guys took damage. They couldn't actually respawn themselves or duplicate themselves. Ah, that's frustrating. Well, on the bright side, however, you just kill this. Nice and easy. That goes back to my hand. And the Blood Razor is going to deal 1 damage to all minions as a death rattle. So that's going to buff up Gromage if he does it and give me a bunch more patrons. So I don't see him actually wanting to do that, right? We had the mana. I was just thinking as I pressed the button there that maybe I should have Heroic Striked, but I'll take the armor instead. Why would you do this? That is the worst thing you can do. All this random damage is going to be your death, sir. Actually, is that your death? I think it may actually be. So 10, 13, that's 19 damage. 19 plus 4, plus 2. We're close, but just go ahead and do it. Math is for nerds. Yeah, we're 1 off. I thought we were. Wait, no, we're not, because I can weapon. There we go. No, I already attacked with the... I had it. That's 2 really bad misplays this turn, or this game. If I would have played the weapon first and then Heroic Strike, I had lethal. Just make more patrons. That's all you're doing. You're just making more Grim Patrons. Actually, he's going to become immune this turn, I bet you. Well, we'll sacrifice that one. Probably evasion again. Nope. All right. Good night, Azeroth. That's actually awesome. All right, I can't be making mistakes like that. I really can't. That was so stupid of me. All right, we got a new pack. But I made 2 really stupid mistakes because I was like, I went too quick. I didn't think about what I did. I just saw something that made sense. I'm like, there we go. You know, and just ran with it, you know? I can't do that. Gotta be smarter. But then again, you don't watch Nero's Let's Plays for top tier Hearthstone gameplay. All right, so we get a new potion here. Well, a new special card, I call it. All right, so we can double my starting health again. My spells cost 1 less. My hero power is upgraded and costs 1. So that's 4. That'll make it so I get, I believe, 4 armor for 1 mana. That seems really good. But my spells cost 1 less. But then again, I don't have very many spells. I've got Brawl. I've got Bash, Heroic Strike, Shield Slam, Potion of Vitality, which is probably a spell. My Inner Rage is already free. Wait, that's not what I'm talking about. Where's that one? Orb of Destruction, that's what I was thinking of. And then Mithril Spellstone. Yeah, see, it's this summons 1/5/5 Mithril Golem, and every time I put out a weapon, it's gonna, okay, yeah, that's actually a really cool card. I like that. I think the hero power seems like the best idea, but then again, doubling it again? How would that work? So if I double my starting health to 80, would I then double it to 120, 160? Or would it just... it has to go that way, right? I mean, 160 health seems like a really good way to go. Then again, my hero power Oh, this is tough. Do I want a lot of cheap armor? Or do I want a ridiculous amount of health? We'll go with the armor. Because the health seems almost too good to be true. So I'm thinking there's got to be something to that, you know? Okay, so another Grim Patron and 2 Frothing Berserkers. I don't even really need to look at the other ones here. Yeah, I don't really care too much about that. And then dragons. I'm not building a dragon deck. Yeah, we're definitely going Berserker here. That is great. Alright, so Kobolds attempted to board up this lava-filled chamber. Oh, they just have no... Oh, I didn't look at his hero power.
Versus a lava-filled chamber.
Oh, Gromash, you would be here right away. We don't need you right now, man. Alright. We'll keep the Taskmaster. I like the sound of the fire coming from him. We'll keep Taskmaster in the Wind Axe. See what else we can get. Alright, the old Armor Smith. Yeah, 160 health. Maybe I should have taken that. But then again, 1 mana, gain 4 armor seems pretty good, right? I mean, armor is much better than health. Because hypothetically, one of these guys I'm facing has Alex Raza. Bam! Done. You know, my 160 health goes down to 15, you know? Okay, so we'll just put this out, I guess. Oh, I never read that hero power. Oh, no. After a minion is played, deal 2 damage to it. Okay. It's actually not bad for my deck here. But then again, we've got Mage Secrets. I freaking hate mages. All right, let's see. All right, that didn't pop it. Do I Wind Axe now, or do I armor up? Wind Axe, armor. Wind Axe, I think we Wind Axe. Wind Axe is usually a pretty good choice. Fireball. Please say it's to my face. Please say it's to my face. You just fireballed down an Armor Smith. But then again, he's got pretty much a full deck here. Maybe he's got a bunch of those. I don't know. Well, I can't play any of my guys right now, unfortunately. I've got some much stronger guys I can play later on, but right now, anyway, because of that, the floor is lava, I can't play anybody. I can play the Raging Worgen, though unfortunately, he's not going to be enraged in time. So, he's going to take a little bit of damage here. He's going to be enraged and have Wind Fury. Oh. When your opponent plays a minion, deal 6 damage to it and any excess to the here. What? Oh, I hate Mage. I hate it so much. Hate him. Oh, this is going to be annoying. This is going to be an annoying fight. All right. Oh, can I draw something here? I'm about to start just attacking with my Wind Axe because I've got nothing else I can do on any of my turns. So I'm glad I took that, the ability to armor up here and get 4 armor every single time because it's actually going to be helpful. All right, you would become a 5/6, but hey. All right, it works both ways. All right. Well, a couple things I can do here. Oh, there's a lot I can do here. So I can play the Frothing Berserker, who's going to take damage, which will then buff himself. I could then play the Cruel Taskmaster, who's going to take damage and die, but also drop him down to 3 health, which makes him take damage. Then I kill him off with the axe, and I have the world's strongest Frothing Berserker. I could also enrage just for the fun of it, but I don't think we really need to do that. Let's do this. This seems like a pretty good way to go. So we're going to Frothing Berserker. He's going to take some damage here. We'll just take it slow here. That was a cool strategy I had once. Well, I still need to kill that thing, unfortunately. Nope! I just took extra damage that I didn't need to. Yeah, that's cool. Just keep giving him a bunch of attack. It's fun. It's fine. I can Heroic Strike him down. Okay, so we Heroic Strike him. Trying to really think out my turns right now because I keep making stupid mistakes. Heroic Strike him, kill him. I'm going to take 7 damage, but that's fine. And then Hired Gun And we'll be good. Hired gun won't die. I'll have a 4-1 with taunt on the board. Oh, that's frustrating, man. There are so many mage secrets that you kind of just... there's so many of them that you only know what you have to play around, you know? So I'm like, well, I just have to put out my card here and just hope I don't get screwed, and then I did. And then we put out you. Then there's no sense in that. We can just armor up. This guy dies immediately when he comes out. So the only time he's going to be useful is if he has a bunch of people on the board. But he seems to be doing the opposite of that and just putting out one rather scary card at a time. All right, Tentacle for Arms. Fortunately, I have no real way of actually getting rid of that card right now. We can put out Tentacle for Arms here and just have a weapon. What's cool about this weapon, I said I didn't like it, but it's actually coming in handy quite a bit here in this particular adventure. Every time it goes away, it returns to my hand. So I always have this weapon ready to go for me, which is actually kind of awesome. Yeah, there's nothing else I can really do this turn. Jeez, this guy has so much removal. It's absurd. All right, Bloodhoof Brave. It's actually kind of awesome. But unfortunately, I have really no follow-up to that, you know? I have no way to make him, like, even better. We can attack with this, and then that's going to come back to my hand. I can put it back out for pretty much free, because I have 5 more mana left. This is a tough fight right here. I didn't know what to expect going into this one, but this guy has so much removal and big scary guys he keeps putting out. Who in the world is this? All right, add 2 1/1 skeletons to your hand as a death rattle. I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, now we can actually start... we can start doing some removal here with Shield Slam. So how should we do this? There's still not really a ton of great options, honestly. I could put out Dry Whisker here, which will give me 4 armor, because he has 2 minions on the board. And then I can do this as well. And then Shield Slam's basically a free kill on either one of these guys. But the other one's still alive. That's the issue, right? So I think, honestly, this is going to sound slightly crazy, I guess. Just attack face and armor up and wait for him to do things. See if he starts using his removal on my minions. I have a Brawl, so if he fills up his board, I can put out the Dry Whisker, get a bunch of armor, and then Brawl and get rid of pretty much all of his guys, except for one probably. So I think we're okay for right now. The Berserker, I could put out... I could attack that with my weapon and then Inner Rage it to actually get rid of it. But that's taking 6 damage to my face, which he's going to do 6 damage to my face next turn anyway. So I don't really see a giant need to do that. I could put out the Berserker and make him big and scary, but I have no way of actually clearing his board properly right now. So I think, honestly, I'm just going to keep attacking his face, put out... I actually kind of like this Tentacle for Arms here. It's actually coming in handy pretty well for me here. Put that back out, armor up, and just let him keep doing stuff. Let's see. He's using a lot of his decent removal right now. I mean, look at this. Deal 3 damage. Adding a little guy to his hand, putting out little flame elementals. All right. It's going to die anyway. It's kind of a stupid card for him to have. The flame elemental just dies. Okay. Let's see. Grim Patron. Now, wait a minute. When a minion is played... when this minion survives damn summon. So summon probably means something different than when a minion is played, I would imagine. So the Grim Patron, I put out the Grim Patron and deals 2 damage to it. So the Grim Patron's alive as a 3/1. Summons another 3/3 Grim Patron, which may, I'm not sure, I doubt it will though, summon infinite Grim Patrons until the board's entirely full. I don't think that's actually going to happen though. So I could put out Frothing Berserker, who's going to take damage. Then put out Grim Patron, who's going to take damage. Let's see. No, I don't have enough mana for all this, really. I really don't have enough mana for all this. So the Grim Patron's going to be a pretty good play, but just I don't think it's the play right now. I think right now, honestly, what I need is to get rid of one of his guys. So we're going to armor up here. Do I Inner Rage? There's so much we can do here. Is there no rope in this adventure? Okay, so my idea, I could Shield Slam down that. I could attack with Tentacle Arms and Inner Rage down that, which would leave nothing but his 5/5 left on the board. And then I could, from there, decide to put out the Frothing... Actually, if I were to do all this, I should put out the Frothing Berserker first with the Grim Patron. Let's see. That's exact... I have exactly enough mana to do this. So, Frothing Berserker. He's going to take damage. It's going to buff him up slightly. Grim Patron. Let's see how the Grim Patron works here, by the way. I doubt it's going to make infinite. Yeah, I didn't think so. And now we Shield Slam down this. Attack this first, not the other way around like I did earlier like an idiot. And then... there we go. But here's the thing. He's going to have... I just used all that, and he's going to have, yeah, just a bunch of removal. This guy is pretty much like the ultimate freaking mage. He has unlimited removal, it seems like, and... just so many, an answer to everything I try to do. It's actually incredibly frustrating to play against something like this. Because watch, I get out the Grim Patron. You think for a second he's not going to have another Fireball in his deck or something like that to kill me? It's just going to happen. Oh, this guy's frustrating. It's everything I hate about the mage. But, just, hey, there we go. Why are you even playing these? Just to get them out of your hand, I guess, so your hand's not full? You're really not going to play anything? Well, I guess like a proper true mage, he just has nothing but removal in his hand as compared to actual minions. Okay, so now we just keep whittling him down. This is a long boss fight right here. I'm going to attack again there. But I'm going to keep trying to equip weapons and stuff to get this to actually buff up so I can put out a bunch of Mithril Golems who will still die to a Flame Strike. But then again, they're being summoned. No, actually, it says when a minion is played... it says summon the same way it says summon a Grim Patron. So you would think that when I play those two, they are not going to be affected by the Flora's Lava. If they were affected, it doesn't matter if I have 7 of those Mithril Golems coming out. A Flame Strike's going to kill them all off. But if it says summon, just like it says summon, it's not going to show it here, but it says summon on the Grim Patron as well. So the Grim Patron wasn't affected when it was summoned. I don't think the Golems will be either. And if they are, I'm going to be very frustrated. But we can't do anything else this turn. We're whittling this guy down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go get him, Warbot. Just gonna have to keep playing these weapons, man. And now it's gonna go from 1 to 2. Yep, there we go. That's actually really cool. And more armor. That armor thing has helped me out a ton here. The ability to regenerate my health as compared to just having a bunch to begin with is super helpful. Unfortunately, though, I wish he would just, like, I don't know, fill his board up or something so I could just brawl them all down and really take all the wind out of his sails, you know? We're actually going to kill that off just to make sure he doesn't do a ton of damage to me. I want to save the Inner Rage for later. Man, it feels weird not being able to really do anything, but, you know. Next turn, we can make it so we can summon yet another Mithril Golem. That's going to be good. Anyway, I'll keep killing these things off. I've got more than enough armor to replenish it, pretty much. So, that's going to hurt, though. We're going to need to do something about him. Hey, there we go. Let's go ahead. Wait. Nope, we still have enough mana. We're still good. Okay, so we'll play that. Get rid of 2 of those annoying cards you have and set you back some mana. Attack that. Get rid of it. Play my weapon yet again. Make it so we now have 3 5/5 Mithril Golem. Oh, does it stop at 3? It stops at 3. Okay. Well, that means next turn we can actually play it. Have I used my Heroic Strike? Oh no, we're getting low on cards here. I haven't used my Heroic... I probably have used my Heroic Strike. Okay, so we can play the Dread Corsair and the Golems and armor up this turn. He's gonna have some sort of annoying removal, I can guarantee it. And so these guys should not be affected. They should not be. Okay, they aren't. Sick. I'm so happy they weren't actually affected. Okay, I think I attack him just to lower that health down, then armor up a bit. Oh, man. Please don't have any stupid removal. Please don't have stupid removal. Please don't have stupid removal. Volcano! The absolute perfect answer. Exactly 15 damage for my exactly... And now, as I attempt to put a bunch of Grim Patrons on the board here, you think for a second he's not going to have another Flame Strike? Do you think for a second he's not going to have another Flame Strike? Here's the thing. Do I even bother interraging? I kind of have to, I guess, don't I? You think for a second he's not going to have more removal for this? Oh, it's only deal 2 damage. Yep, it's only one of them is going to die. Spend all your mana, deal that much damage to a minion. Okay. That's not a great solution he had right there. All right, we got ourselves a bash, which unfortunately doesn't help me out. I'm not sure if it's best to I might want to save bash for a minion if he were to put one out. What's annoying is the Dry Whisker here. I can't put him out until he actually gets some more minions on the board. He has 6 cards left. I have 2, so we're both gonna start taking fatigue here. Oh, man, this is rough. I still have a Brawl, but I don't think he has any minions. Deal 5 damage, yeah. I had no way of enraging him. Just gonna kill off your own Flame Elemental. It's cool. Fiery Wind Axe. We're actually putting out the Fiery War Axe because it does 1 more damage than the other one. It actually costs less too, so might as well. I'm holding on to that bash just in case. This is scary. I don't know what happens when if him. Oh no! All right, so he's got 6, and we've got Gromosh. Okay, Gromosh would be the final card in my deck, by the way. Okay, so there are things we can do here. Lots of things. Not very many good things. 8. As soon as Gromosh comes out, he's going to become enraged, right? But he's going to have only 7 health, which means if I trade him with Ragnaros, there goes all my damage, and we really are fighting for fatigue, essentially. So I think we put out Gromosh and we attack face. He's going to be enraged. He's going to have 10 attack. I have 3 myself, so that's 13. It's going to take him down to 10 health, and I've got a decent amount of survivability left. I can do this to get 2 armor, but that seems honestly silly. But at the same time, that makes it so his Ragnaros may not actually hit Gromosh next turn. The question is, do I put out Dry Whisker right now with this turn so he can sacrifice himself? No. Actually, he's going to die. That doesn't work out because he's going to die to the hero power the moment he comes out because he's only got 2 health. So that's actually doesn't play a role factor really whatsoever right now. He's basically a 2 mana gain 2 armor. I'd much rather do the 1 mana gain 4 armor here, right? Another thing I could do, and this is some seriously risky business, I could attack the Ragnaros with my weapon and then bash it. The downside to that, Gromosh does not come out this turn. And I take 8 damage, which hurts. But I can mitigate that 8 damage by, obviously putting up 4 armor. What's better? Dealing 13 damage to his face this turn and gaining 4 armor. But then what's my follow-up? What's my follow-up after that? If I do 13 damage to his face like that, and I just basically leave Ragnaros on the board ready to kill me, what's my follow-up? I think we have to do it this way. I think we have to take the damage there. I think we have to bash it down. And then we armor up. I think we have to play it this way. Gromosh is a free 10 damage as soon as it comes out. And I still have the Tentacle for Arms, which is... He didn't play anything. I don't think he has anything besides removal left in his deck, honestly. Oh, this is rough. Okay, so do I think we deal the damage now. And then Tentacle for Arms. And then armor up. The armor is going to help. That's going to take us out of fatigue damage for a while. He has nothing but removal in his entire deck. Pretty much, I think. He's not actually going to be able to do anything. Oh, this is scary. I'm afraid to put out Grommash because if he kills off Grommash, like, it's over almost. And he's still got 2 cards till fatigue. There's that elemental. Okay. Keep taking this damage every single turn, which stinks a lot, but... Okay, so next turn, we get out Grommash, I think. This turn right here, however, we're just going to be focusing on getting armor. Do I play Dry Whisker right now, or do I dare hope that he can actually get another minion out on the board? I think we save him. Right now, the 2 armor is not going to make or break this game. All right, so he's going to start taking fatigue damage here as well. He still has no extra minion. We get out Grommash. He's got no secrets or anything. Grommash is coming. He's going to take damage, become enraged, 10 attack. There we go. Then attack right there. And now we just survive out until he dies from fatigue. Unless he has, like, ice blocks like every mage has. Okay. Why do you, well, I guess he didn't want... There's no sense in Power Blasting my face, but still, that's kind of scary. I take back everything I said about Tentacles for Arms. I love this card. That card won me the game. That card freaking won me the game. I'm putting it back out just for the sake of it. That was way harder than it should have been. Wow. All right. Even more cards for the deck here. Everybody hurts. Ravaging Ghoul, that seems great. Unstable Ghoul, that seems great. Commanding Shout, don't like that card very much. Maybe I should look for some more late game. This is more for weapons. I like Hobart Grapplehammer. He's the engineering trainer in Dalaran. Madame Goya, choose a friendly minion, swap it with a minion in your deck. Do I choose the minion? I've never used that card before. That's weird. At the end of your turn, summon a random minion equal to your armor, up to 10. That seems kind of cool. Woe Cleaver. After hero attacks, recruit a minion. That means random people are being thrown out of my deck, though, you know? And it's an 8-cost weapon. Everybody Hurts honestly seems like the best choice here. But I still suffer from that problem where I don't have a lot of late game. But then again, these guys aren't exactly great late game. This card would be good for late game, but Madame Goya might be good. Choose a friendly minion and I swap it with a minion in my deck. But what other minion would I really want to swap out? I don't have a bunch of big scary guys, you know? And then the Woe Cleaver, I don't think it'd be that good really whatsoever for me. After your hero attacks, give a random weapon in your hand +1/+1. Give random weapon +1/+1. All weapons in your deck +1/+1. No. The only choice here, I think, honestly, is everybody hurts. So we'll take that. All right, here. This is number 7 of 8. So this is we're down to the final 2 bosses. There's more than one way for a kobold to dig a tunnel. All right. Deal 2 damage to 3 enemy minions. That is a horrifying hero power. Especially considering my guys are all relatively low health. We'll see. We'll see. If I fail, I fail. I mean, this is a fun time I've gone through it. I'm having a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are having as much fun watching as I am trying to figure this out. I'm trying my best not to make so many misplays. Apparently it's demolition time. Okay. Well, I like all these. Well, I don't like that, but these 2 seem fine for right now. The Warball on turn 1's great. Having a goal early is nice. There we go. Frowling Berserker as well. The downside to the Berserk. Okay, there's my passive. 90 health now. And my nice hero power. All right. I'll get the minion out here. Surely he wouldn't. He would. Deal 2 damage to 3 random enemies. So I guess the hero counts as well. Okay. Just trying to get some tempo here early on. But it's hard to get tempo when he's got this. And it only hits each one time. It's not going to hit one person multiple times, it appears. So that's actually kind of good. All right, we'll go Winax. You know what? I have so many weapons, especially with the tentacles for arms, that I'm just going to attack the face right now. You can only hit me once, right? Yeah. Oh, he's got... How did I know he'd have the Mad Bomber? I love the Mad Bomber. I always like the Madder Bomber. Okay. We... Put out you. Put out you. And hit you. So all these guys are each going to take damage, which is going to make it so my Berserker is actually pretty scary. Now, hopefully he doesn't put out like a Mad Bomber who's going to happen to kill me. Watch, he's going to perfectly kill my Berserker. You think for a second. Oh, all right, it didn't. Awesome. He's going to die next turn, but that's okay. Ooh, the patrons. Downside to the patrons is we're going to be cycling through them pretty quickly. But we can get a decent amount of them. Okay, so we put the patron out now. I trade this into that. Then I put out the patron. Then I attack with this. That seems good. Each of these guys are going to take a little bit of damage here, buffing him up to A attack. Then ba-bam! Now the patron, when he gets hit, he's going to make a new patron. But the next time he takes damage, this guy anyway, he's going to die. But that one's going to make more patron. Ooh, X-Slinger! I used to love that card when it first came out. Alright, so whenever it takes damage, deal 2 damage to minions. Okay. I can't really attack him with him, because I'll make it so his hero power can kill him off. That's not what we're after here. I can't even Cruel Taskmaster him, because his hero power will kill off my Grim Patron. Ooh, they can't be reduced below 1. That's only on this turn. If I Commanding Shout, and then Cruel Taskmaster my Grim Patron here, whereas minion survives damage. Would that even count? Because he's pretty much immune, and I attack with him. I don't think that would make another Grim Patron appear, but I could Commanding Shout and draw a card, and Cruel Taskmaster him, and that's going to make it so he can actually kill off the Axe-Flinger pretty easily, and to get a card out of it, so why not? All right, so hit you. There we are. Remember, he can't be dropped below 1, so he's basically just a free 5 attack. It says when he survives damage, but I don't think he actually takes any damage, so I don't think it's actually going to... Yeah, it didn't register. I thought the interaction would work that way. And now, I've got all these guys on the board. It's actually possible that this Grim Patron could live, because this only hits 3 minions, or 3 enemies. 1, 2, new patron, and hit me. Haha, he's alive. No, you can't just brawl me. Come on, guy with all the health. Come on, patron. All right. That's rough. All right, so we can take the Winax. Charge plus 6. Get rid of his crystals and discard 2 of his cards. Yeah, because the Ravaging Gold doesn't seem like it's very useful right now. So we'll discard 2 of his cards here. No more Mad Bomber or Frothing Berserker for you. Then we'll buff him up. Oh, the Frothing Berserker would be terrifying if he were to actually be able to play him. Come to think of it. That's actually horrifying. He puts out Frothing Berserker, then uses his hero power and damages 3 of us. Like, what the heck? All right. Yep, there it is. Well, on the bright side, I can kill it pretty easy. I can attack it and then Ravaging Ghoul it. Which... Do we do that? Yeah, I guess we do. Do that, Ravaging Ghoul. Now, here's the thing about the Unstable Ghoul. Do I actually want to play it? The Unstable Ghoul is going to take 2 damage from the Unstable Demolition, but he'll still be alive. And so will he. But when he dies, he'll be able to kill off my own guy. I think we play him anyway. We'll see how it goes. The only downside to this is I'm getting low on like card draw here. Like I'm basically playing out my hand every turn, it feels like. All right, there's the old Matter Bomber. Come on, hit him in the face 5 times. 2. Didn't work out the way I wanted, but it's okay, I guess. We've got Gromosh, but he's really more of a finisher, I think. I think it would be silly to put Gromosh out right now, because that's my ace in the hole for later, you know? But on the downside, we're giving him the momentum. But his hero power only does 2 damage to me right now, so... the Frothing Berserker. Double Frothing Berserker. I've got my own Brawl in here. But, it might honestly be best for me to just kind of let him play out a bunch of these minions. Because if I'm not letting his guys take any damage, then the Frothing Berserkers aren't getting any more scary, and we get closer and closer to me actually drawing a Brawl. The downside to that is I'm kind of relying on me drawing a Brawl. But then again, what's my other solution right now? Send out Gromosh, kill a Frothing, buff up his other one, then have Gromosh die to the other guys? Then I have really no real finisher for later. We've got some good cards still left in the deck. I'm thinking of those Bloodhoof Braves in particular. I definitely don't want to put out the Armor Smith, because that's just going to give me barely any armor and buff up his guys. So we can't really do anything right now, unfortunately. I mean, it's a sad truth, but... Hey... Like all other characters. That's going to buff up both his guys. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion. That's a stupid thing for you to put out right now. So we're waiting on that Brawl. All right, Grim Patron. I've noticed he seems to do this at the very beginning of his turns, but he'd still be able to kill off all my guys. Again, it just doesn't seem like a good idea right now. We're kind of waiting for that Brawl or like one of my taunt cards or something. I have enough health right now that we can afford to be patient. Okay, now we really need that Brawl, because this is... Having that on the board's terrifying. All right, that's... I'll take that. I will take that. And boop. All right. I think we just armor up again, unfortunately. It's going to buff them each up 1, but there's Matter Bomber. It's between all characters. Okay. Well, hitting him actually doesn't have enough room to spawn any more legendaries. He doesn't have room to spawn any legendaries. This is actually great. It's actually incredible. Okay. Okay, now things are getting out of hand. Brawl, if I could draw you, I really need you now, Brawl. Really badly. Really, really, really badly. Really, really, really. That's a Shield Slam. Well, the Shield Slam honestly helps, but it's not... It's not the perfect solution that I was hoping for. But it does save us. So, I armor up, get 4 armor, Shield Slam down one of those guys, and then, unfortunately, run Gromosh into one of them as well. Which, Gromosh will still be alive, but he'll die next turn. But it gets rid of both of the Berserkers, and gets rid of a lot of his guys. It buys me a little bit of time. Yeah, because otherwise, he's pretty much just going to win. That's my only solution right now. It stinks, but it's what's got to be done. Actually, gotta do it in a better order than that. I'm glad I took a second to actually think about that, because doing this is going to buff up the Berserker. If I would have attacked with the Shield Slam first, I would have made it so the Berserker I'm attacking would have been able to kill Gromosh. Alright. Now Gromosh dies to a hero power. He has all these scary guys on the board. That's rough, man. I don't think... I'm still in it if I get a Brawl, but that's the only thing that can save me, and I've got a 1 in 12 chance of drawing it. And now we just have to put out like my patrons and armor smiths. But this is annoying though. Like I have 2 Bloodhoof Braves. There they are left in my deck. I've got a Brawl left in my deck. I've got so many good cards that just would have been very helpful. But okay, so 6. It's actually perfect. It's actually perfect. Okay, so put out you, and you, and you, and armor up. So now everyone's going to take a little bit of damage. That's going to give me a ton of armor. They're going to have to go through the big Bloodhoof Brave. He would attack me and not my minions, by the way. It'd be better to attack my minions. Do 5 damage to an enemy minion. Going to get rid of that. Gives me even more armor. But he's just going to go face because it makes sense. And he's got just one... Nope, he's got perfect lethal. That was a rough boss for me, man. I had no answers to anything. I was at his mercy that entire game.
For you, when adventurer dies, Kobold King is getting all the loot. Send more adventurers. More loot for me. More loot, more loot, more loot.
More loot, more loot, more loot. So I assume that by losing, that's it. I can't start over. Or can I? I don't have any options to do anything. Boss, yeah, because that's all cracked and everything. My only option is to press back. So I got 6 out of the 8 done. And if I go to choose... Yep, we start back at the very beginning. Okay, that makes sense. That was actually a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. I'm still on that one quest of defeating bosses. One dungeon run boss? What? They only do one. Maybe I only got one of them done after I completed the other quest. I don't even know. But that was actually a lot of fun. I love those PvE experiences. And now once you know what the bosses are actually going to have on them, you kind of can plan around it. Like, I think... How do I beat that other guy? Like, he just always had minions on the board. I need some more bulk in my deck, I think is definitely part of it. I think I can't just go full on Enrage. I think I need to get some of those more bulky guys earlier on. So maybe if I were to redo it, I would, instead of taking like full on aggro Enrage style cards, I could also take a couple of those bigger, scarier guys for later on. Like, there's that one option that we had that gave us, I forget what card it was. It was like a 6/9 with Taunt or something that couldn't be affected by hero powers. It cost 9 mana, and they gave us 2 of them, but it was like this big, bulky card that couldn't be affected by spells or hero powers. That would have shut down his deck right there pretty well towards the end. There's a lot you can actually do with this. And, of course, you also have all the fun of doing it with multiple heroes, which I wonder if you get different cards based on the heroes. I assume you would. So that sounds pretty fun as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that is, I guess, going to be all for this particular video. I'm looking at it right now. Wow. Yeah, we're about like an hour and a half into this, for crying out loud. That's actually incredible. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it personally. And I don't know, maybe we'll do some more of this. But part of me doesn't want to do it again with the warrior. Like maybe on my own time, try and beat it with the warrior. But because I think if I were to post another video of me going through the bosses again, it wouldn't be as fun watching me do like the same idea, same warrior and stuff. Maybe next time go through the paladin. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.